Among the virtues and benefits of fasting are 4. The first include at-taqwa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in the Holy Quran, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyamu kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. He says, O you those who have believed, fasting has been prescribed for you just as it was prescribed for the nations that came before you, so that you may attain God consciousness, so that you will be conscious of God and you will be God-fearing. So that is the first lesson of fasting, God consciousness or God-fearing. So when you are thirsty, you are hungry, and you have this chill water, and you have this delicious food, there is no one seeing you in that seclusion, in that privacy, apart from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Though no one is seeing you, you refuse to drink. No one is seeing you, but you refuse to eat that food. The reason is that you feel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is seeing you and is watching over you. So it's the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that prevents you from eating or drinking that particular food. So that is the first benefit of fasting, God consciousness. The other benefits of fasting is az-zuhdu fi dunya. That is abstention from the world. When you have all these delicacies, all these beautiful things that you can use to entertain yourself, that you can enjoy by breaking your fast, but you avoid them. They are enticing, they are attractive, but you avoid them. You avoid the food, you avoid the drink, you avoid your lawful spouse, which you could have enjoyed. And the reason is you are doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are avoiding it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Likewise, if you are able to avoid these things for the sake of Allah in Ramadan, you can equally avoid the greatest of the world in the remaining months. So fasting in Ramadan teaches az-zuhd, abstention. You are able to abstain from all the temptations of the world. It teaches us abstinence, asceticism, avoiding the traps and the temptations of the world that take us far away from the hereafter. Then we have a third benefit of fasting, which is tazkiyatun nafs. Fasting helps us to purify our souls. You are thirsty, you avoid all forms of sins, all acts that will break your fast, and your feeling is that you are under the supervision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not under the supervision of a human being. So this growth of iman, the growth of iman is there. You can feel it, that after every day of fasting, your iman is increasing. So by the end of fasting, the 30 days or 29 days, you feel that you've grown in your iman. There's an increment of iman. So your soul is purified. The fasting helps to purify our souls from the sins and from the consequences of our wrongdoings. Then the last benefit of fasting, we have al-atfu ala al-masakin. Fasting teaches us to have a feeling for the poor. It teaches us to show kindness to the poor. Why? You have all your delicacies, all your enjoyments, but you avoid them. You feel the pangs of hunger. You feel thirst. But you have all these things that you could have used to suffice yourself. The feeling of thirst and hunger teaches you that your brother and your sister, Muslim somewhere, is also feeling that pain. So even after fasting, when you see a needy person, somebody who has not enough to satisfy himself or herself, you have a feeling for such a person because you know that the pains of hunger are something that is unbearable. You have ever felt it yourself. You know what it means when they say hunger. When you see somebody hungry, you have a feeling for such a person. So this is a great virtue. This is a great lesson of fasting. So that tomorrow you will have a feeling for your brother, for your sister Muslim who is in need.